and welcome to another video with me, Elmo J. Karjalainen. It's good to have you along. You can call me this guy if my name is tricky to pronounce. Today I'm taking a look at a pedal by MXR. It's the Fullbore Metal. And I'll be right back after this intro. Okay, so the Fullbore Metal by MXR. Metal. Yeah, it has a few different knobs. It has a 3-band EQ, low, mid and high. It has a volume knob. It has a gain knob. It has a gate, which can be handy. And it also has a scoop, where you can dial that in with the frequency knob, or at least that's what I assume. I haven't read a manual because I'm illiterate. Well, I'm not. Or are I? This is a fairly affordable pedal. You can get it second-hand between 35 to 70-ish euros on eBay. So if it's any good, it can be a real bargain. But let's see if it is. I'll get it hooked up and start playing. Okay, so what else do I have going here? I have a custom mahogany Strat with Seymour Duncan YJM Fury pickups, and they're stacked humbuckers, by the way, in case you're wondering. Going into a Marshall 50-watt plexi into a Marshall cab. I have a bit of delay in the loop, and this is my clean-ish signal. Yeah, something like that. I also have a Fender Yngwie Malmsteen overdrive, just as a point of reference for myself and for you if you're new to this channel, to give you an idea of what kind of sound I normally use. It sounds like this, which is why I also have a noise gate, and this is what it sounds like. Okay, so here is the Fullbore Metal, everything set to 12 o'clock. Already there's a bit of noise. Okay, first off, I had to engage the gate because it makes a fair bit of noise. I don't know what to say. I'll add a bit of mids to this, so I'll put mids up to 3 o'clock. Okay, now that I have the gate engaged, it does a kind of weird... Okay, so I switched over to the Boss NS2, my noise gate. Much better. I'll drop gain and add level and see if I can get it to push the amp a bit more and make the sound a bit more pleasant, because I'll be honest, I think it sounds terrible. Okay, gain to 9 o'clock and level at 3 o'clock. Let's see what happens if I put gain to 3 o'clock as well. Okay, well I can say who this is not for. If you like Stevie Ray Vaughan and want to sound like Stevie Ray Vaughan, don't get this pedal. Let's see what the scoop does. This is with scoop engaged and frequency halfway. And this is the point where I end this demonstration or review or whatever you want to call it. Listen, I buy the gear that I review so I can give you my honest opinion. And kind of, this pedal is definitely not for me. A review is subjective, so take everything I say now with a pinch of salt, because you heard what my kind of go-to sound is with the Fender Yngwie Malmsteen overdrive, and it's a totally different thing to this. I personally think this sounds absolutely horrible, and the kind of short amount of tweaking, or the small amount of tweaking that I've done, already shows me that I won't be able to get anything usable out of this pedal. Now, to be fair, I have tried great kind of high gain distortion pedals in the past. I was a huge fan of the Rev G3. It was a great distortion pedal. I like the turbo distortion, the DS2 by Boss, and there have been a few others. But I mean, I think this sounds horrible. But that being said, it might be something for you. I'm not going to subject myself to any more of this. And sorry, if you don't like this review, hey, it's my channel. I'll do whatever I want. And that's kind of my honest opinion. So if you want an honest review from a subjective point of view, here's one. It sounds horrible, and I wouldn't recommend this to basically anyone. But it might be right up your alley, and that's fine. What do I know? I might be totally wrong. Yeah, but for me, absolutely a huge no-no. It sounds buzzy, chainsaw-like, and not at all anything in the ballpark of any of the many things that I might be after in an overdrive or distortion pedal. I just think it sounds horrible. That's my kind of verdict on the MXR Fullbore Metal. I hope you liked the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. There might be a few of you. Comment, let me know what you thought. And if you've had any luck with this pedal, I'm sorry, I just ran out of patience fairly instantly because it sounded so horrible and the gate was really weird. And subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell notification thing. Support me on Patreon because I buy the gear that I review so you get an honest review, and this was my honest opinion. Also, you get a bunch of exclusives on Patreon, and if you want free music, check out my website. The link's in the description. Now, before I go, I don't often slag off products. I never do by small companies. I just don't release the videos that I do of those. I've had a couple. But this is a big company. MXR is owned by Dunlop, if I've understood correctly, so they can take little old me saying, oh, this is not my cup of tea. And a kind of public service thing to anyone who's thinking of buying this pedal. It might be your thing, it might not. Definitely not for me. Like I said, I hope you liked the video, and I hope to see you in another one. I'll end by playing a bit on the Fender Yngwie Malmsteen over. Actually, I'll just end by playing on the Fullbore Metal because, hey, why not? Okay, so I turned everything on full because why not? Attack of the Killer Bees. See you.